21 Cajon Valley Union School District students are safely back in the United States after being evacuated from Afghanistan. Local officials say 3 children from the school district are still in the country, desperately waiting with their families for help to get back to America. Good evening and thanks for joining us. I'm Carlo Cicchetto.
I'm Marcella Lee. We have been following the story closely for the past week since learning these families were struggling to get out of Afghanistan. Today, Congressman Issa held a media conference with some of those families who have finally made it home safely. Their plea is to help the others still waiting because they are in danger.
News 8's Kirsten Holmes joins us now live with more. Kirsten.
Imagine waking up and everything you know is completely different. There are no police, no government officials, or the flags that you're used to seeing. Instead, strangers are patrolling your neighborhood with guns. Those are some of the scenes described from those freshly evacuated from Afghanistan. Their stories are horrific, and their plea is now to save those who are still left behind.
Every day there are more than 10 to 15 people were dying in the crowd. There was no chance for a family member with a baby of 4 years old and wife to get into that crowd because people were dying under the feet.
EL says escaping Afghanistan was a dream come true for him and his family.
I was trying to use all options I can. Like I was trying to think of if I go to Pakistan and get a flight from there. I was thinking if I go to Uzbekistan. But when I tried all those lucks too, the embassies were all closed.
His children range in age from 4 to 14 years old.
They are now okay. They're good. They're good. They're recovering now. They're in school, so they're happy. And their dream coming back to America comes true.
Now that they're safe, he says, the U.S. needs to help the hundreds of other families still stuck in harm's way.
There are many other people over there, stuck, abandoned in the houses. They need help.
The situation is very bad. You know, it's a lot of dangerous for the people who work there.
Yusuf says his family and several of his colleagues barely made it out alive.
There were concerns that some of parts of Afghanistan were falling down, but we didn't know it will fall down in 15 days. And then they escorted them to inside the airport. And this happened exactly 8 hours before the explosion.
His plea, like all the other evacuees at Thursday's event, is for the U.S. government to help those left behind. And that number could be in the thousands because so many are afraid.
Some of the data has been in the hand of the Taliban, and they will get harmed if they do not evacuate them as soon as possible. Yeah.
Congressman Issa estimates about 500 U.S. citizens are still in Afghanistan waiting for help. But he says those on green cards, visas, or SIVs, they need help too, and that number could be well into the thousands. And all he says, 37 million Afghans need help after the Taliban took over Afghanistan.
Kirsten, we continue to hear from Americans stranded in Afghanistan today. They have no way out. Has there been any word on any more evacuations taking place?
Yeah, so far officials say they're still working to bring anyone who wants to come home out of Afghanistan out of the country, despite the passing of the August 31st deadline. But they say they have to work with the Taliban to do so safely. Back to you.
Hope that we can get home anyone who wants to get home. Thanks so much, Kirsten.